Hi, I'm Shine, and this is Divine Shine Tarot with your monthly love and career reading for my Pisces, Sun or Rising in March 2025. I'll leave the timestamps down below. I hope this reading finds you at a helpful time. Remember, these readings are for entertainment purposes only. If anything resonates, please let me know in the comments. Also, leave me questions or suggestions for readings you'd like to see from me in the future. I'm raising funds to purchase medical equipment, so I appreciate any donations or shiny items you care to gift from my Amazon and Etsy list linked below, if you're inspired, but not required. Now, I ask that the Spirit step forward to divinely guide my vision and messaging for these love and career readings. Let's get started. Spirit, what's happening in my Pisces love life this month? What are they experiencing? What should they prepare for in their love life for the rest of March? Let's get some cards out for my Pisces love life, March 2025. Hey. We have the Page of Cups. So there should be a new love connection coming your way, Pisces. That's exciting. Page of Cups means a new emotional connection. So that could be a new love or even a new baby, marriage proposal, some sort of new emotional connection. And also could be with someone that's already been in your life, but you're establishing a new relationship with them. We have the Queen of Pentacles. She is the queen that nurtures the coin. So perhaps you or someone that you are interested in being romantic with is very nurturing and stable. We have the Ace of Wands. So it's reinforcing that Page of Cups that we got early on in saying that there is some sort of new energy coming to your love life. And it's up to you to decide if you want to entertain it. The Death. So something is coming to an end in order to make room for something new. Maybe you were already in a relationship and now you are finding someone that you're more interested in. Let's get some clarifying cards out for you, Pisces. Spirit, please clarify this love life reading for my Pisces. Please help clarify this love life reading for my Pisces for the rest of March 2025. Ooh, Five of Pentacles. So this means financial hardships or even health challenges. Insecure, hardship, poverty, financial loss, worry, need. So maybe someone recently lost their job and that has something to do with the relationship. Or this could just also reflect someone's self-esteem. They may not be in a stable place at this time. But with this Queen of Pentacles, someone, on the other hand, is stable. So this is already giving some sort of imbalance. King of Cups. He's a very compassionate, emotionally intelligent leader. So this says, good leader, tolerant, compassionate, diplomatic, balanced, considerate, supportive, and generous. Let's see where this is going. Eight of Wands. So this is rapid change, movement, action. This says, action, quick decisions, freedom, air travels. So maybe you are jumping into a new relationship, Pisces, rather quickly, especially since we did see this Death card. Something is coming to an end, but something new is coming in its place quickly. And we have the Queen of Wands, but in reverse. So this is selfishness, emptiness, apathy, jealousy, insecurity, demanding, aggressive. So for those of you that are already in a relationship, perhaps these are some qualities that you are trying to get away from, or that you yourself have been exercising in the relationship, because here we have the Pisces on this King of Cups, the very emotionally balanced and intelligent leader. But these cards, the Five of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands in reverse, it's not meeting the level of generosity that this card is communicating. So let's see what else we have. Wow. This says manipulative, severe, ruthless, loss of emotional control, misuse of power, weakness. So this King of Swords is, again, not shaping up to be the best of characteristics for someone to move forward with in a generous relationship, in a relationship where they are the more generous partner. Something's telling me to just pull one more. Okay, so we have the Five of Swords in reverse. This is someone who is fair, approachable, assertive, has a desire to forgive, peace after stress. Pisces, do you think you are trying to give someone a chance? Is someone coming from your past and you're reconnecting with them, finding new love with them, even though they may have shown some bad characteristics? I was going to stop there, but just to get some more clarification, let me pull a few more cards. Try this pile. Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. This is hurried, chaos, anger, scattered energy, frustration, careless. So with this Eight of Wands, this quick decision may not be well thought out, reinforced by the energy of this Knight of Wands. Still not getting a clear picture. Let me pull one more. And here we have the Three of Cups in reverse. This means rumors, gossip, disloyalty, betrayal, rejection. So maybe this person that you are entertaining a relationship with, Pisces, may have at some point shown some disloyalty, which means that you guys did have history, which is what I was picking up on earlier. And you're trying to give it another chance. But I think this Death card is telling you that you need to let that go in order to receive something new and better. Let's see what. Exhaustion, burnout. The Four of Swords in reverse. It says exhaustion, burnout, restlessness, ready for action, stress, stuck. So yeah, this is seeming like an unhealthy relationship, Pisces. This seems like something toxic that you most likely are better off letting go. I will pull one more. Lots of reversals in this spread. This is the Four of Pentacles in reverse, which represents greed, materialism, possessiveness, overspending. And that brings me back to this King of Cups that we established is someone in this relationship that is generous and compassionate, and none of these other archetype cards are complementary to this. So Pisces, if this is you, if you are giving into a relationship, if you are the person that's generous in a relationship, you've got to let this go, because to be with someone that is greedy, that is selfish, that is manipulative, that is disloyal, these things are only going to drain you, which is why you may feel the exhaustion and burnout communicated on this Four of Swords. And you may be such a kind, loving, and receptive person that you're willing to give it another chance, with this Five of Swords in reverse saying that you're in the space of forgiveness and looking for the peace after stress. But with this Death card and this Five of Pentacles, this communicates that this relationship is a hardship for you, that you are better off letting it go and moving on to something new, something more fulfilling, and definitely more balanced, especially if you are the stable person, emotionally stable, the generous and giving person. Let's get some advice out for you, Pisces. Spirit, what advice or final message do you have for my Pisces love life for the rest of March? Let's get some advice or a final message for my Pisces for the rest of March. Something almost flew out there. Let's see. Okay. Center point. This is grounded, centered, sovereign. You likely have to put yourself at the center of your life, Pisces. You may need to focus on self-care and self-love. Let's see. This is kindred, tribe, ancestry, chosen family. So you may need to lean on your tribe at this time, Pisces. Lean on your community and those that are your support system and that are very loving to help you see clearly through this situation. Something told me to get you one more. We have forgive, release. Is it time to release and heal? This is the third card in this spread, encouraging you to let something go, Pisces. An unhealthy relationship needs to be released. Let me get more information on these cards for you. Okay, Pisces. So with this first center point card that you got, the booklet is saying, being centered is often referred to as a state of emotional and spiritual equilibrium. It allows you to be accepting of the positive and negative experiences that happen in life. Being centered brings clarity, helping you make more effective decisions. You are more likely to manifest a desired outcome from your center point. When this card comes into your life, it is an invitation to return to your center point, to access balance, peace, and clarity. There are many methods to access this inner space. Meditation and breathwork are the most obvious, but also walking, running, yoga, and chanting are other examples. The most important thing is to align to your peace, to your inner knowing, to your empowered self. So that, as I originally thought, means that you should take some time to yourself, take some time in nature, connect with loved ones, and find your center to be able to make better decisions as it relates to your love life and perhaps this relationship. And then we have the kindred card. So for this card, the booklet says, our kindred are our people, our animals, friends, homies, family, chosen family, and tribe. This may also include our ancestors, our star family, and beyond. There are those of us who thrive in groups and others who prefer solitude, but we all have kindred. We are all kindred. This is a card about support systems, about taking care of each other in a respectful way. It is important that each of us has the room to become an independent person without the undue influence of others. We must each have the freedom to be able to exert our free will. As we learn to respect each other in our lives, we become a part of a beautiful support system that uplifts each other, allowing everyone the space to grow into their potential. When this card comes up for you, it is prompting you to reflect on those in your life that you consider kindred. How are they in service to you? And do you show appreciation and respect for that service? Are you in service to your people in a way that respects your boundaries and theirs? Pay attention if one is taking advantage of another and take steps to remedy that. That was loud and clear to me, Pisces. Take a moment to reflect on what is this relationship giving you, or is it just taking from you? And the best way to reflect upon that is with people that do fill your cup, people that do love you, that you're able to check in with them, or at least take inventory of how those relationships service you versus the one that may be toxic that you are trying to give another chance. And then you have this forgive and release card. The message in the booklet's kind of long, but I feel like you need to hear this, Pisces. So it says, guilt and anger act as slow poisons in the body, mind, and spirit. Forgiveness is truly one of the most effective medicines for healing aspects of self, including disease of the physical self. When you hold on to anger, hate, or other toxic emotions, you're actually re-traumatizing yourself on an ongoing basis, both consciously and subconsciously, by maintaining this frequency in your aura. It's like a low hum that is being broadcast into your life. This card is asking you to explore the possibility of using the medicine of forgiveness and release into your life in big and or small ways. Many will use the rationale that forgiveness isn't deserved, that forgiveness would condone the act, and would give themselves or others a pass on a terrible thing that was done. Forgiveness isn't actually done for the other person, it is done for your healing. The act of forgiveness is first and foremost an act of release, of no longer holding onto a toxic frequency. It is the understanding and acceptance that what has happened cannot be undone, but that you are ready to let go of its hold on you. You no longer want to be defined by what has happened in the past, no matter how wrong it was. This is not about releasing an oppressor from responsibility or karmic implications for what they've done to you or others. This is about releasing the oppressor and trauma from your energy body so that they or it can no longer harm you. It is a process, and even with the desire to forgive and release, it often does not happen all at once. You may want to forgive yourself for the way you've treated yourself, or maybe how you've treated others, and then later find that you're still feeling bad about it. Let yourself feel what comes up and cry the tears and forgive again. Do the same thing when forgiving or releasing others. It may take repeated attempts, a little release at a time, and if you can't release just yet, that's okay. You can contemplate the possibility for now and be gentle with yourself. Give yourself as much love as you can. Imagine holding yourself like the beautiful, innocent child that you are. Wow, Pisces. I have to add to this that this reading, actually, I had to start it over because the first set, the cards fell, I had to restart. But the first two cards that you got in my first pulls were the Eight of Swords, which means a sense of feeling trapped, isolated, stuck, and shame because you feel that part of it is your own doing. So that reflects someone perhaps staying in a relationship longer than they should. And then you also had the Six of Cups in reverse, which means someone reflecting upon their childhood or their past in a way that is jaded, in a way that is maybe comparative. So you're saying that there was something that I had in the past. How does it relate to the future? Maybe you're trying to make up for something in the past by having this relationship in the future. Both of those cards seem that they were intended to be a part of your reading because this forgive and release card, the message that was in the book for this, it seems to align very much with that sense of needing to let go of something that is more than just one egregious act. It may have something to do with traumas. It may have something to do with history, which is what makes things harder to let go. But this final spread of advisement cards, Pisces, is advising and encouraging you to take time to focus on yourself, tap in with your support system, be it friends, be it family, any sort of loved ones that you feel safe being vulnerable with, sharing with them whatever challenges you may be having, getting their feedback, or maybe it's not even needing to share that much. Maybe you just need love and support at this time. Let it be outings, let it be situations that remind you what real love feels like so that you're able to let go. You need to release something that is very toxic, this relationship. And while I approached it as a love reading, it could also be a friendship. There's times that we have so much love for a friend that we shared so many stages of our lives with, so many years, and it could be very hard to let those kinds of people go when you have so much history. This may be why you're thinking of giving it another chance. This may be why you're exhausted and burned out, because as we grow and we develop, we meet different stages in our lives that turn us into different people, and it could be exhausting trying to keep up with someone that maybe is not evolving in the same direction as you, or that is taking you by surprise with the kinds of changes that they are having in their lives. It may be too much for you to keep up with. It may be you alone putting into the relationship trying to make it work, whereas the other person is greedy and selfish and not really being as considerate as you are. I was just trying to find the cards from the original reading that communicated that. Let me actually spread this out for this final. You just had to spread this out so that everything's visible. So as I was saying, it may be that because of the way that you're relationship or friendship or whoever this loved one is, the way things developed with so much history over time, you may still feel obligated to pour into this relationship, to be the nurturer and to be the generous one to try to make it work. But these cards indicate that you need to make a change and quickly, because this is draining you. This is a hardship. You may have grown apart, or this person in general just may be out for themselves, having that selfishness, being perhaps manipulative, taking advantage of your love for them and the history that you guys do share. This is creating a lot of chaos and toxicity in your life, and you are tired and burnt out, especially if you are experiencing a sense of betrayal and disloyalty. That's not something you want to make work and give another chance, because unfortunately, the leopard doesn't change its spots. You may have that desire to forgive and mend the relationship, but with a sense of disloyalty and betrayal, that may be something that you're better off letting go. If they've shown you before that they don't value you enough to be loyal and consistent and reciprocal, then this is something that will continue to be a hardship for you, as the Five of Pentacles indicated, that will continue to drain you. So release, save your nurturing for someone better, someone more deserving. And these two cards here, the Ace of Wands and the Page of Cups, indicates that the universe is putting it into your mind that you are interested in entertaining a new relationship, and the universe may even be presenting you with the opportunity, but it's up to you to decide if you want to receive that. So if you resonate with this reading, Pisces, it's time for you to release yourself from this relationship. It's not going to get any better. I wish you well in your love life, Pisces. So that is the monthly love reading for Pisces, Sun and Rising for March 2025. Now, let's move on to your career reading. Spirit, what's happening in my Pisces career and finances this month? What are they experiencing? What should Pisces prepare for in their career and finances for the rest of March? Let's get a reading for Pisces for the next 4 to 6 weeks on Pisces' career and finances. Oh, we got a few that flew out here. Let's see. Will I accept these? You have the Nine of Cups. So this indicates emotional fulfillment and happiness. You may feel content or satisfied over a dream or career goal coming true. Something that you've worked for or wanted for a while related to your career ambitions finally happened, and you're feeling really good about it. That's a nice card to have, Pisces. Three of Cups. So this indicates socializing and celebration. Maybe you have some events coming up with loved ones. Maybe you're celebrating a new job. That's great. You got the Two of Wands. So this indicates planning. You are in the position to make a decision with some resources to lay out a plan and foundation. And Five of Swords. So this card indicates feelings of perhaps defeat after a battle, or some sort of contemplation after a conflict where you may have been fighting to win at all costs, and the damages of that conflict may be more significant than the rewards. Let's get some clarification on what this could be saying for your career and finances, Pisces. Spirit, please clarify this career and finance reading for my Pisces. Please help clarify this career and finance reading for Pisces for the rest of March. Let's get some clarification cards out. Ooh, always better when it pops out like that. Okay, Ace of Swords. So this indicates that you may have some breakthroughs or new ideas. This says mental clarity, breakthroughs, new ideas, logic, sharp mind, surgery, power. So there may be some new idea, some new opportunity around something that comes to you suddenly, Pisces, like, gee, that would be a great idea for me to invest my time and resources in that as a career option, since you do have the Two of Wands indicating some planning. Uh-oh, you have the Nine of Swords, which is anxiety, nightmares, fears, feeling overwhelmed, worry, perhaps some depression and insomnia, trauma and despair. A lot of us are dealing with insomnia these days with this challenging economy. So you may be feeling pressure to think outside of the box and come up with a different career option or some solution for finances. Oh, this is a great follow-up card. You got the Six of Wands, which indicates victory, rewards, recognition, confidence, success, popularity, public recognition. Pisces tend to be very popular, so I'm not surprised to see that part. But this is great to know that maybe there's something that you're worried about, but you will come out victorious on the other side, even though you had a conflict that you're maybe still contemplating. If you feel good about where you landed in that, this card is giving you the confidence and the assurance that things indeed will turn out in your favor. Indecision. You may have some tough choices to make at this time, Pisces. It says indecision, hard choices, coming to a crossroads, compromise, confusion. There may be something that you need to compromise on. And this Three of Cups, while we interpreted it as celebrations and socializing, this could also be colleagues that maybe you have to work with them and compromise to come to a decision on something. Yes, indeed, because there is disharmony. There are some big, tough choices that you have to make because this Lover's card in reverse indicates disharmony, imbalance, one sided, misalignment of values, fear of commitment, conflict, bad choices, indecision. So this Five of Swords that did communicate that there was a conflict that you maybe didn't feel too good about it. Now this Lover's card in reverse is reinforcing that that conflict may have been somehow involving or creating a series of bad choices, and it may have contributed to a feeling of fear and certainly some disharmony amongst whoever it is that you are working with or partnering at this time. Let me get out one more card for you, Pisces. Grief, loss, despair with this Five of Cups. You have some sort of resentment, some sort of disappointment. Maybe you are going for a position or a promotion and it's not quite going the way you want it to, Pisces. 10 of Wands. You are burdened. You are carrying the heavy burdens, the heavy weight of success. It says hard work, stress, procrastination, exhaustion, responsibility. So Pisces, my interpretation of this reading is that you may be in a position, be it a job, a career, a business of your own. You're in a position that you are actually happy with. You have a lot of colleagues that you're actually popular amongst them. So you probably have, for the most part, some favorable recognition within this place. But you seem to be trying to push forward a new idea. You're trying to lay out the plan. You're fighting to make it happen, some sort of project or idea that you want to bring to life in your job. But you're being met with a lot of responsibility in the mix of trying to bring it forward and maybe not really getting the full recognition for this idea. A lot of obstacles and delays in the process of trying to bring it to life, which is leading to this sense of disappointment, maybe even regret, maybe even disharmony amongst you and your colleagues. So you may be trying to make the tough decision if you should continue to push to make this happen, or maybe even you could be deciding if you want to go elsewhere because you are tired of having so much on your shoulders. It's causing anxiety and worry in your life that is contributing to you maybe not even getting a good night's sleep these days. These conflicts are weighing heavy on you that you have to keep pushing to try to get your ideas for this company to do better. You have to keep having these conflicts and arguments and combat. Is an uphill battle for you to try to make things in your department or your role better, and that is discouraging for you. It's definitely creating some imbalance, whether it's solely with your idea or maybe it's you have this idea and you also have the responsibilities of your existing job. This is not working for you anymore. You're feeling imbalanced. So you're trying to make the tough decision on if you should keep trying to make it work or move on to another role. But this Six of Wands at least gives you the confidence that whichever decision you make, you will likely be victorious. Let's get out some final advice for you, Pisces. Spirit, what advice or final message do you have for my Pisces career and finances for the rest of March? Let's get some advice or a final message for Pisces career and finance for the next 4 to 6 weeks of March. Higher perspective. Interesting. This may be asking you to tap into your spirituality, Pisces. Let's get another, the creator. This may be reinforcing that you are a creator with great ideas and to not be discouraged at this time. Dare to dream, certainly. Creatives are dreamers, so this is even more encouragement. Let's get some clarification on what this means for you. Okay, Pisces, so your first card here says higher perspective. The message with this card is, as people who do their internal and spiritual work, we are less likely to be bogged down by drama or reactiveness that we know doesn't truly matter. But being human means that there are times where we can't help it. Sometimes it is easy to stay in a higher perspective and see all the moving pieces as they truly are. But sometimes life and the people around us are very good at sucking us into a space of limited vision. This card is asking you to see whatever situation you are experiencing resistance with from a higher perspective. Interesting, Pisces. So that is asking you to look at the bigger picture. You may be trying to win this battle, but think about winning the war. Do you really need to bring this idea to life in order to enjoy the job that you seem to have already enjoyed the benefits of? While it may be essential for your growth to make a change and see your ideas brought to fruition, is it really worth it for you to be in this mental state and boggled down by responsibilities and disappointments in order to make your vision at this job a reality? Think bigger picture. And then you got the creator card. The message here says, Creator finds us when we need to move the raw and pure energy in our body and allow it to physically manifest. To be with creation is to simply interpret that which is already within us. There are no rules for creation. This card also may indicate a time where you need to protect your creative work. Think of ideas, inspiration, and creativity as a seed that needs adequate attention, nurturing, and protection. If you have an idea or are working on something, you are being encouraged to keep the energy close to you. Nurture the seed, protect it, and keep it within your personal container. Do not scatter or share sacred creative energy with others until you know it is the right time. The balanced creator has lots of energy and finds inspiration easily. Others may perceive them as always moving to new things, but in reality, they are grounded enough to show up to one idea in order for it to manifest. They also have a playful disposition and are skilled at turning challenges into opportunities to problem solve, as opposed to allowing themselves to get defeated. There is a flexibility and fluidity inherent in Creator, which is electric and can serve as a catalyst for others to tap into their own wells of inspiration. They can view themselves as being unworthy, and their value can be dependent on how much other people appreciate their work. They may tend to isolate themselves. They can also overlook other aspects of their life, family, friends, responsibility, personal needs in favor of their creative work. On the other hand, they may have an inflated ego and have a larger-than-life disposition. They also may believe that they need to suffer in order to create art, in turn keeping personal development stagnant. Pisces. Oh my. This card resonates so much with this reading because you have all the indicators of being a pained creator. You may be so dedicated to your creative ideas that it's really affecting you and you are taking on a lot to try to make your vision a reality, but is it really worth it? This creator card asked you to maybe not share your ideas. Maybe if you are in a very competitive work environment with a lot of colleagues, it may be best to keep your ideas close to your chest, not necessarily put it out there for everyone to pick apart, particularly since it may weigh heavy on you if it's something that you're passionate about. Or also, I could interpret it as it's maybe asking you to take your creative ideas elsewhere. This may not be the place to implement what you have in mind. There may be another job option that you're considering that may be more suited or more receptive to these ideas that you have fought to try to implement, but thus far has been disappointing for you. And finally, you got this Dare to Dream card, Pisces. So this says, no dream is too big for you. This card is an invitation to step wildly into your dreams, to visit them often, to ask them what they need from you. Despite what your current circumstances are, and no matter how far away you feel from your dreams, the Spirit is telling you otherwise. We often neglect our dreams because we do not know how to attain them, but the process of going after them is a collaboration with the universe. If you show up for them, they will show up for you too. This card is advising you to keep dreaming and keep pushing, but maybe not where you currently are, Pisces. This may be to encourage you to go elsewhere where your ideas are better received, reinforcing my interpretation of the Creator card. You will be victorious if you were to make a decision in a different direction or try to make it work where you are, and maybe the time will come later on to implement your ideas, but you want to get out of this space of disharmony and disappointment, and especially if you feel that you are overworked and all of the responsibilities on your shoulder, this may be the additional push for you to decide to maybe step out of this job and into a new one if you have other opportunities. Also, with the dreaming, if you are in a space where you do feel so much anxiety and worry that it's difficult for you to get a good night's rest, this may be advising you to get better sleep, prioritize better sleep. Sometimes we get messages in our dreams, and that's the best way for your ancestors to communicate to you. Consider perhaps taking a bird's eye view of things, thinking bigger picture. You can maintain your passion as a creator and keep dreaming, but use that to propel you into a different job space or hold on to your ideas until you're in a better work environment where your ideas would be able to thrive. So that is the March 2025 Love and Career reading for Pisces, Sun or Rising, for what's to come in the next 4 to 6 weeks. Remember, these readings are for entertainment purposes only. Leave a comment if anything resonated, or let me know of any readings you'd like to see me do in the future. Hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons for notifications of my weekly horoscope, pop culture, and celebrity readings. Donations and gifts are linked down below if you're inspired, but not required. I wish you all abundance and opulence. May divine light radiate through your life. Keep shining.